Yo, what's up guys? Top Notch Survival here. Today we're going to be doing a review of another knife. It's the Kershaw BURST. If you watch my videos, you're probably wondering, wait, I've already seen that video, or that he already has one on it. That video sucked, plain out. It had no description of the knife at all except it's a good knife, which is not good enough. I sucked at making videos back then. I didn't even list any details. I really didn't even know anything, and now I do. So now I'm going to be doing a remake of that. So yeah, right here is the 1970 Kershaw BURST speed safe knife. Very nice. This is going under the high value folders for under $30. So actually, I upped that to 40. Never mind, under $40. Basically just all the knives that are really nice. I'm putting in, I don't have a playlist yet, but I'll make one. But basically I'll be saying it in the video of every knife that's like that, because really, especially I'm on a budget, you know, so when I have to pay for my own knives and stuff, I really need to find a nice beater knife, and I'm not gonna worry about breaking my, you know, one of my spider codes or something like that. Excuse me. But I can use one of these as like a beater. Also looking in, you know, there's another good option, you know, brawler. I'll be doing a review on that next. Zing, beacon, you know, stuff like that. I'm gonna be rolling in these in a couple ideas on here, but those are all really good high value knives for a price, and I have all of them reviewed except for the brawler right here, which I'm doing a review after this, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, very nice knife. It let's get into the steel. It's, you know, which we're all going to be familiar with, especially if you like Kershaw 8CR13 MOV, which I have no problem with. I like the steel, especially for the purpose EDC. It's not a survival situation where you need ultimate edge retention, and you can't have your blade dull on you at all. But in an EDC situation, you're going to be coming home, you have access to your knife sharpener, so that will not be a problem. This knife holds an edge and is very sharp. If I had some paper here, I'd show you, but very sharp. I've gotten some use on this. I still have to, if you see right there, I might be able to be cleaned off. I don't know yet, but holds a nice edge. This is a flipper design, so you just flip out the blade, and it is very fast, very smooth. So like I said, 8CR13 MOV. The jimping, it has a little bit. I mean, it's not bad, it's not good, but I have, which I cannot find, which I'm so sad about, the Kershaw Volt 2. It's the all black with serration model. That jimping's a lot more, I don't know what you'd say, like sharp or tech, like just a lot more stronger. But hey, it's there. They thought about to put it in. But a lot of Kershaws I actually have, now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, they almost all have jimping. I'm looking at them right now. All of them do that I have on the table. So, I mean, I'm happy that they're putting it in. You know, as long as they have it there, I mean, it's better than nothing. So, but yeah. Also, I've already mentioned this. It's their Kershaw's speed safe type of thing. So it's basically just an assisted opening. Now, also, what's really cool about this knife is, instead of like almost every Kershaw, it seems to be now, almost all of them have that bead blasted black handle blade, and even not just that, just bead blasted in general. So right here, if you can see, well, let's show you what I mean. This is just a couple of Kershaws I have on the table, and look at bead blast, bead blast. So it just, this breaks away from that chain, even though the handle's still black. If you see, let me get it to focus. It's that stonewashed finish, so that's pretty cool. I like to have a little, you know, a little variety. Point or blade shape. This is, I don't know, this is more like a spear point almost, or a really modified drop point. It's just more like a penetrating blade. I mean, look at the point on that thing. It comes out to such a point, it's like crazy. You got this little notch up here, which really serves no purpose. It just, you know, to add to the look of the blade. And I've had people say before then that weakens the blade, but unless you're going to be going out and cutting a tree with it, it should actually have no problem with, you should have no problem with it being weakened, the blade. This is the flipper that comes down and acts like a finger guard. later right there. Jimping, already went over that. It's there. Edge retention, already talked about that. It's nice, but the blade just comes up to such a sharp point, and you see that with a lot of Kershaws. A lot of the EDC knives I review, they come out to such a nice point. But I love the blade on this. It just comes out to such a sharp point. It looks really cool too. The handle is actually, let's get to length. Is about 3 inches. 3 inches 3 inches, and then close we're looking at 4/1/8 of an inch, and you can do tip up or actually no, it's tip up carry, and you can't change it, but you can change it to left or right side carry, which is cool. That way, for you lefties out there, they thought of you on this one. And it's a liner lock, not frame lock, which you usually see with Kershaws, like in the Zing. That's a frame lock. Beacon frame lock. But so it's a liner lock. So yeah, it's not going to be the strongest lockup ever. But I mean, look at this lockup. No side to side, no up or down. I mean, such good lockup, such good solid lockup. And like I said, unless you're going to be doing some hard, survival activities with this knife, you really shouldn't have any problem with it. With the lockup, it should be fine for your low, your EDC purposes. Like I said, point of use is going to be EDC and a beater knife. I mean, really, it is. That's what a lot of these knives are going to fall under too, because mostly EDC, but for $20, you can take this to your job and just not worry about losing your nice, your nice Benchmade, Griptilian, or just your nice knives. You can just play around with this thing, and if it breaks, you get a new one. Basically, yeah, we're looking at just above 3 ounces. We're looking at 3.2 ounces on this thing, which is still not that heavy to me. I like to keep my knives no more than 4 ounces. Really, it's not that big of a problem to me, but I just don't like a super heavy knife where you're noticing you're carrying it. But a lot of these Kershaws, I really don't. So the weight is an A for me, 3.2 ounces. Handle. This is not G10 or anything, but that's to keep that price down like it is. I mean, $20 to $25. The price is just spectacular. It's a really good price for what it is. So for the handle, you're looking at glass-filled nylon scales, which I really don't have a problem with. The traction is okay, but like I said, for EDC, you're not going to be needing some crazy traction. Just simple things like food prep. I mean, this could be a food prep blade if you needed it to be. It doesn't have too big of a belly, but it could be. And if you need to, you could take this apart to clean it easily. If you get whatever you're cutting your food with, it gets all sticky. I mean, you could even it's your Torx head screws and your pivot. So yeah, and the handles is just some design that's on here. I don't even know what that is, but yeah, I haven't seen that on a couple Kershaws lately, so whatever. So yeah, the price we're looking at $20 to $25. I got this at a walk-in store around me, so but I believe you can get these. Yeah, Blade HQ, you can get them for, I think it's $20 to $25, which is really just such a good deal for this knife. Kershaw just really knows how to do it, man. No overseas knife is so good for the price. It's ridiculous. So if you really want a good knife, I definitely suggest you pick this knife out. And yeah, so please comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a good day. Alright guys, see ya. Take it easy.